Okay, welcome back everyone. In this module, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to build a high converting opt-in page. All right. So we are going to be sending our solo ads traffic that we are buying to an opt-in page. Now it's essential that the that when we send in paid traffic to this opt-in page, we want a high conversion rate. All right. And to do that, we need to make sure that we do not have an overcomplicated or extremely busy opt-in page with all sorts of videos and tons of text. What we need to do is, like I've explained before, these individuals that's been driven to this page have a problem. In our case, they want to make money online. They're looking for an escape either from their day job or whatever it might be, and they're looking for a way to make money. They're looking for knowledge to help them achieve whatever goals they want to achieve. So what we need to ensure is that that opt-in page speaks to our audience, speaks to our traffic, that lets them know that the traffic that we are going to be, the solution that we are going to be providing is going to be helping them to overcome the problem that they have, and that it's a solution that we are giving them. Now, the other misconception about an opt-in page is that people always believe you need to give away some sort of ebook or PLR product or a training or whatever in exchange for the email. And this is not true, all right? What we do have to do, we have to ensure that whatever statement we make on our opt-in page, that we deliver on that promise. And what we are delivering is, we are going to go to the sales page for Traffic Underdog. Let us just go there quickly. And obviously, you're going to go to the sales page of whatever product it is that you want to promote. That's actually the link from our breach page that we've designed.
Turn Stone Cold Newbies into profit man.
Okay, I've just paused Robin Palmer there before he starts making a noise. And what I'm looking for is, on the sales page, what is it that this specific sales page is going to be giving to the traffic that we send there, all right? What knowledge are they giving? What is the software solution, blah, 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 all right? So if you just look at this here, it's saying that Stone Cold Newbies can be turned into this. So on our opt-in page, we want to put a statement or message on there that is aligned to this, so that when traffic is diverted here, we fulfill in the promise. And I'll explain this in a lot more detail as we go through the training, all right? We're going through here and looking for some advantages here and some statements that are being made. Here, you can learn basically what the truth is that gurus don't want you to know about. That's another nice pitch, all right? If you scroll through the advantages of the product here and you just go, it's completely 100% newbie friendly, which I like. Zero tech skills required, blah, blah, blah. But I said I want to keep it as simple as possible. This is also very nice. We'll show you how to bank $100 per day, even if you're starting from zero. Now, this is also quite good to put on an opt-in page, which will attract people or attract the traffic to actually opt in, because this here is a solution. If you are wanting to understand how to make $100 per day, then our opt-in page can literally say, do you want to learn how I make $100 per day, or how I bank $100 a day, right? And I started from zero. And it's important to keep it quite simple, because there are people that starting from zero, and there are people or traffic that's willing to want to make $100 per day, day after day after day, which means people that have a problem where they are not earning $100 per day, or they're wanting to know how to make $100 per day, this product is a solution to this, all right? So it's important to just give a brief read over the sales page to see what is it that your traffic is going to be learning, or what is it that this product will solve for your traffic, all right? That's step number one. Now, I've already explained that I want the opt-in page to be simple and etc. So once again, what is the advantages of this email list? You capture in leads, because you don't want to send the paid traffic that you paid for directly to an offer, because you'll never ever capture them and you can't remarket to them. By us capturing these leads on our opt-in page, we are able to remarket to these guys in the future. For this module, I want to stick strictly to how to build the opt-in page, right? And building your email list. So the first thing I need you to do, once again, as I showed you in a prior video, I want you to go lists. Okay. I want you see we created the buyers list before, but now we're creating a different list. And this here is your generic list from free opt-ins. Okay. So what you can do here is just call this free. Sorry, this all needs to be lowercase. Free. Sorry about that. Free value add Okay, I'm going to call this this list free value add solution. This is my generic list, all right? You don't have to call it this. You can call it anything else. You can call it, I don't know, whatever you choose, okay? But this is the list you're going to be sending all your traffic to, okay? When you start buying solo ads. And what you're going to be doing then is sending them to a bridge page. But this is one generic list for all your make money online traffic, all right? It's not specific to any product that you are promoting, okay? So I'm going to say create. Now we've created the list is there. Next thing I want you to do is go and create a form. Now, this is my way of doing it. I'll show you later on in GetResponse. You have the facility to go and create a landing page. It's got the opt-ins and everything. I don't like it. I prefer creating this little opt-in form, right? And from there, I'm going to paste the opt-in form into a landing page. But I'll show you how to do that. The advantage of this is that when you have traffic that comes to the page, even if they visited your opt-in page before, they can still opt in without being rejected, right? Which might frustrate some of your traffic that's getting there. Bottom line is, let's create a form. And we want to look for a form that is very, very simple and not overly complicated or too busy. All right. So I like this one here. Let's just say use template. And like I said, I want to keep it as simple as possible. All right. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this element here. So I can just okay, let me just click somewhere else. Single click on it. You'll see here's a little, let me just make it a bit bigger. You'll see there's a little dustbin there. Just delete it. All right. Next thing I want you to do is I want to make this smaller firstly. Okay. Then I just want to change this. Just double click, delete. Submit your details below to find out more. You can change the text here. All right. I want to change this element here, the style, the background. I want to remove the background. Say, okay, so now we don't have a background, but I also want to, let me just have a look here. That style, layout. Border style. I don't want a border, so let me just. Okay, it won't have a border. I've already removed the border, so that's fine. I just want to make this background transparent. So I'm going to Take this all the way to the left, reduce the opacity, which means now it's totally see-through. If I go to this name here, you'll see this is a block here. This is black, so the text color, I want to make black as well. All right, I'm just going to say okay. And I don't want this section to be transparent. So let me just go to the input, color. I want it to be white. Okay. And I'm going to do the same here. Oh, sure, but there we go. I want to make the color white. And you can now see it's no longer transparent. You can't see the grid lines in the background there. Let me just make this bigger. Okay. I want you to change the text on the button. Discover this hack now. You can change this to register now, click here now, submit now, whatever you want. All right. So now you've created I just want to make sure if I change this text to black yet. Yep, that is black. That text is black. All right. So what I want you to do now is hit the settings tab. And we're going to call this opt-in form, I don't know, 2021. You can call it anything you want. All right. Now you have to select the list that you've created, and we've called it, geez, I can't remember now. What did we call it? We called it, what did we call the form now? Let me just have a look here. Value add solutions. Okay, so all your generic traffic is going to go to the list that you've built here. Now what we want to do is, we don't want to send a message. We want to go to a thank you page. So we want to go to a custom thank you page. And what I want you to do is go to your breach page. So what's going to happen is, and I want you to copy this hyperlink here by pressing Control and C on your keyboard. Insert that hyperlink in there. If people have already subscribed, you're welcome to also say custom. And also paste it, the URL, the same URL in there. So what's going to happen is, when people come to your opt-in page, after they've opt-in, you promise them that you're going to show them something, and they're going to be directed to this breach page, which has that solution. All right. So that is the one thing. In this way, you don't have to go and deliver emails with PLR products and all sorts of funny things. All right. Let's just click save. And what I need you to do then is go to publish. All right. Click on get response will host my form. Copy this URL. Go back to Notepad. All right. Just type in the opt-in page for, okay, that was for our bonuses. So now we're going to say, this is our generic opt-in page. All right. And now I want you to paste that URL. So you've got two opt-in pages. The one opt-in page is for the one opt-in page is to select your buyer leads after they've purchased the product. And this is your initial opt-in page when you start building the list. All right. And when you buy traffic from your solo ad vendors, this is the link you'll be giving them. All right. And this link will then be the link where traffic will go to so that they can opt into your opt-in page. But we're still sorry, this is not the link. This is the link we're going to be inserting into our landing page. Sorry about that. So let me just put here generic opt-in page. Sorry for that. The generic opt-in page form. Okay. That's the form that we're going to be using. So now you've got the URL for the generic opt-in page form. What I want you to do now is just press enter. And I want you to copy this, paste it, and this, sorry, what you can do in the first generic opt-in page form, I want you in brackets to state there that this here is a URL, and here I'd like you to basically state HTML code. All right, let's go back to GetResponse now. And I want you to copy this piece of JavaScript here. Just copy that. You can see it says copied. Go back to Notepad and just paste that code there. All right. By saying Control V. All right, so now you've pasted that piece of code. So this is the URL for that form. And this here is the HTML code for that form. All right. And don't worry about it. All you will be doing is copy and paste. There's nothing else for you to do. You don't have to write any code. So don't panic if you see this for now. All right. Let's go back to GetResponse. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is click these little 9 buttons, which is the menu icon, and go to landing pages. I'm now going to show you exactly how to build the landing page itself. So now you say, man, you can see you're in the landing page menu now. Go on to create landing page. Just click on this build from scratch. I'm looking for one that's got the least amount of. Okay, let's just select this one. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's select this template. It just looks like it's got a lot less on. I'm going to call this landing page opt-in landing page. All right. And I'm just going to say next step. You can call it anything you want. You can call your opt-in page anything you want. What I want us to do is just clean up all these things here. So what you can do is if you double click on the white block here, try not to select any of the elements. Just hit this dustbin here and everything should be gone. I then want you to add a section. Okay, let me just go back. Sorry. Just undo. Okay, sorry, let's just go back. Create a new, I'm selecting the template again. What did I call it? Opt-in landing page. Next step. Okay, just leave the, do not delete the block. Sorry about that. I'm going to delete all these images here. You just have to hit the dustbin, click on these item or components and then just hit the dustbin. You don't want this opt-in, so you can delete that. And there's nothing else on this page. Okay, perfect. So what I want you to do now is just click on this drop and drag image button. Keep your left mouse button in, drag it across, and size it to the page size. All right. That's the first thing I want you to do. Is just to size the image that is there at the moment to the size of the page. All right. If you double click in this extra white space here, you'll see there's a tiny white block here at the bottom of this section. All right. Just drag this up to meet the size of the image. All right. So all you have now is the image, which is on your landing page. I now want you to go to Pixels. Open a new window in Chrome and just go pixels.com. Enter. And what Pixels is, it's copyright-free images that you can go and download. And if we just type in your luxury, you can type luxury, you can type money, you can go type beach life or whatever it might be. All right. What we're just looking is for a luxury image here. I don't like using these cars, etc. It's just a bit too cheesy. Yeah, so more something that represents maybe let's do that, hey? Beach holiday. Something that represents beach sunset. So you can use luxury, you can use money, blah, blah, blah. This is a nice beach sunset. These are some nice images. So you can choose any of them, all right? The opt-in page needs to be something simple with not too much on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this specific image here and I'm going to download a free image. So you don't have to pay for these images. You can see it's been downloaded. It's Pixabay 33 JPEG. Go back to get response. And what I want you to say now is, if you click on this image here, sorry, let's just open this up again. Oh, if you just make it a bit smaller, you'll see this replace button features here. Go and say add a file. Go and select the file that you've just downloaded. So you go to your downloads and here's the image. Open it. What I'm doing now, I'm showing you what works for me as for high conversions on the opt-in pages that I basically build. And I'm showing you exactly how I build my opt-in pages, all right? And I'll tell you why, as we move along, why they actually have high conversion rates. I'm just going to say use. Okay. Once again, you can see that the size of the image, I want to extend to the size of this blue line here, or to the blue line. So let's just open that up a bit. Okay. I'm going to open it up there. And what you can do is, you can see here, you can scale the picture. All right. And what we want to do is we want to scale it to the size of our window here. So let's just let's open that section there. We want to extend it, and you can just any of these little blocks here, you can just edit the size of the pic. All right, I'm going to bring it down slightly to this blue line here at the bottom. Okay, so now you can see it fits quite nicely into that window. You can even move it across slightly. All right, but that's good enough. So just click anywhere else. Okay. So you can see there's a white patch here on top. I don't like that. Just double click on the image again. Drag it to the top. Maybe just make this a little bit larger here. Perfect. Okay. Click anywhere else on the screen here. Okay. Now you'll see that the image doesn't go all the way to the end of the section. So what I want you to do now is just on the section, you'll see there's a little block at the bottom here. Just size it to the size of the image now. All right, so now you got this image, which has been sized to your page. There's another thing I'd like you to do now. The next thing is just go and select one of these elements here. I use the rectangular element usually. And I'm just going to click it and drag it onto my image here. And I want to size it. Sorry about that. Okay, what I can see is that there's a bit of a space here, right? I just want to open that up. Right, let me just take it beyond the blue line. There we go. Okay, so now you've added this rectangular element, and I want you to double click on it. All right, and I want you to make it black, all right? But change the opacity because we want it to be transparent. Okay, so now you can see It's slightly darker than the rest of the pic, but you can still see the picture in the background. All right, just click OK. And I want you to copy this, Control C, oh, sorry, no, you can just hit this plus sign here. Copy that element, drag it all the way to the bottom. The green lines that that you see on the screen basically shows you the alignment of the elements on the page here. Just make this a bit smaller. All right, drag it up slightly. Okay, copy another element. All right, just make this smaller. And I'll show you now make sure it's centered. You can see the green line shows that the elements have been centered now. And because we've made these elements slightly transparent, you can still see the back of the pictures. I want you to copy this one now, Control C. Sorry, just hit the plus button. All right, and what I want you to do now is just open this up a bit. All right, perfect. The next thing I want you to do is go and click on this HTML element here and drag it onto this block. All right, now it's going to ask you for the HTML code. I want you to go back to your document that you've created with links. Go and select all this code. Press Control C. Go back to Get Response, and here add the custom code. Just press Control V and press Save. Okay. You double click if you want to edit it. We don't want to edit that for now, so we're going to leave that. All right. And the next thing we want to do is we want to go back to the sales page. And what we're looking for here is obviously what the product delivers, as I explained earlier on in the video. And I'm going to go and copy this here. Sorry, go back to Get Response. And drag a text element onto this opaque block that you've added. And just paste that text in there. All right, I want you to size this block now, the text block, to the size of this background block that we've basically put in. All right, change this text to white so that we can see it. And I think we need to increase the text size for now. I think that looks good. Just say, okay, I want us to align it now. Click somewhere else. We're aligning it to the center of the block. Just double click on it again. And I want to center that. All right. And I want to change this text now. Right. And what I'm going to say is discover how I bank $100 per day. Starting from zero. And if we go back to the sales page, you can see here it says with zero sales experience, with zero experience or tech skills. And here it also says 100% newbie friendly. So I like this here with zero tech skills and no experience. Okay. I'm going to go back to Get Response. So discover how I bank $100 per day, because that is the problem that people have. And I'm starting from zero because a lot of them might not have any funds to invest in an online business. So it's discover how I bank $100 per day, starting from zero. And then in the next line, I want to state without tech skills and tech skills or what did it say now? Experience. Sorry, go back to Get Response. All right. So the only thing I find that red works on an opt-in page. So I'm gonna, what works for me, how I bank $100 a day is what I wanna go and highlight in red. You see here. Nope. Yeah, that's the text one. So now I've changed that. I also want to change all this text to bold. All right. So discover I bank $100 a day, starting from 0. I'll probably put 0 also in red text. All right. And this, I just want to put in yellow, something that stands out brightly. So as you can see, this is a very, very simple landing page thus far. The only thing I want to add now is create a sense of urgency and scarcity. So I'm going to come down to this countdown timer here, drop a timer element, and I'm going to drop it into this block. All right. And I'm going to say that I want to create an evergreen timer that counts down from the moment a visitor only reaches the page. And you can change this to anything, 3 hours, we can say 1 day, 3 hours, whatever, doesn't matter. But in terms of creating urgency and also to have it look a bit realistic, I'm going to add 3 hours in there and maybe, I don't know, 12 minutes. So just make this element a bit smaller so that it fits into the rectangular element that we've added. And center it like that. You can now see that these this text here, I'm just going to double click it and I'm going to change this to something that's more visible, maybe red. I'm going to say okay, and I want to make it bold, and still can't really see it that nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this element to a white element. We'll just change the opacity as well, change it to a white background. That looks a lot better. And let me just take the opacity down a bit that you can see. All right. So now we've created this scarcity timer. We've inserted our opt-in page. You won't see it now, but you will see it later. I'll show you exactly what it looks like. And then at the bottom here, I went to the sales page and I saw that it has this statement that it's making, which is the truth that gurus don't want you to know about. Copy that. Go back to get response. Go and add text here again. Copy that. Control V. Guys, once again, I'm showing you what works for me and what I found converts highly. And this, I'm going to make all this text white. And I'm going to say, okay. All right. So what I want you to do now, there's one last thing I want you to do is add another section here and drag it to the bottom of this specific page. Right. And then I want you to add, I want you to go back to the bonus page that we've created, or the breach page we've created. Go and copy this affiliate disclaimer by pressing Control C. Go back to your opt-in page, drag this text element now onto this block. Press Control V, size it nicely, and actually reduce the size of this text. It's a bit too big for a disclaimer. I'm just going to take this down in size. Okay, you can take that up. I just want to double click this section. I'm going to say solid color, make it black. And I'm going to say okay. All right. So now we've basically completed our opt-in page in basically a few clicks. All right. The next thing I want you to do is say save it as a template. And what I want to call it your opt-in page template. Now, this took a bit of time only because you created this for the very first time. All right. But now that you're saving this as an opt-in page template, next time you can just come and change the text here, and you're basically doing that within less than a minute or two, right? And the only other thing you need to go and change is to delete this opt-in page if you wanted to. But since this is the generic opt-in page, You don't have to change this. All right. So what we're doing now is, and in this way, you're ensuring that your traffic is always sent to the right offer as well, because you're creating a new opt-in page for generic traffic, but you're going to be delivering people on your promise, right, to something that's going to show them how to make $100 per day, starting from zero without any tech skills. The next thing I need you to do is go and press save as template, which I've already shown you to do, and then just go next step. Okay, now they're going to ask you to go and do the mobile version, because this is what it's going to look like on mobile, which is totally terrible now. So just click on your image, size your image once again to the initial section that you've created. Okay, drag this to the top, bring it down slightly, bring this down slightly. So for the mobile version, I'm just doing it slightly different. Okay, and I'm going to drag it onto the image now. Just drag the image up. Drag that up. The text looks a bit small, so I'm going to double click it. Increase the text size here. Sorry, the text size. Right, still looks a bit small. All right, there you've got that. I want to include the scarcity timer there. I want to first select the inside. This is the actual timer. Remember, we placed it on an element. Just make that smaller. There we go. You can now drag this element here to the center. So you're creating the scarcity. Align it again, because obviously we messed up the alignment of it now. All right, so there you got your scarcity timer on your mobile version. The next thing you need to do is add in firstly your opt-in page, opt-in form. Right, so now you can see I want the opt-in form roughly over here. Oh, shit, I moved this out of position. Let's just move that there. It's in the center. And now I need to move this back here. All right. What I'm going to do is just increase this image size. Okay. Let's just double click on the image. So now we can move it across. And we can probably make it a bit smaller. Nope. Yep, that's fine. So the next thing we want to bring up are these elements. And cancel. There we go. Just make that smaller. And I'm going to have to make this image slightly larger, because you can see it's not covering this text block here. So let's just make the image slightly bigger. Okay, it's not big enough. I see what's happening. Here's a little block here, just drag it down. And there you go. Right, so now you've just completed the mobile version. Please press save as template. And mobile No, cancel. Sorry. Just say save. All right. Because we've already given this template a name. Apologies for that. So we've saved that now. I want you to go to the next step. Continue without going to the thank you page. Yes. Proceed without the mobile version there. We've already done the mobile version, so that's fine. Let's just move on. We want to get to the settings page. It's called your opt-in landing page. Here you can put a bit of a description in, and you can basically go type there how to make money, blah, 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 with all that. That's just going to help you with ranking. But what you can do here now is, right, you need to give this a, instead of going to buy a domain, you can give this here a soft domain name, and we can call this, I don't know, let's call it MMO 2021, right? So make money online 2021, or you can actually type out make money. The other thing you can do if you want to split it, you can actually put the underscore money online .com. Here you can add a custom domain, but that's not what we're going to be doing. Okay, sorry, just take those underscores out. All right. And you want to remove the confirm the opt-in, and now you need to say which list you want to take these guys to. All right. And the list that you want to take them to was your generic list, not your buyers list. Can't remember now what we called it. I think it was, there we go, free value add solutions. All right. And what we're going to do is at the default thank you page. No, we want to go to a custom thank you page. And this URL we need to go and fetch now in Notepad. And that will be the Guru Promise. Here we go. Not the promise, the actual breach page that you want to send people to. All right. Because now once they've opted in, you want to direct them to the review of the product that you want to get sold eventually. So let's just go there and go V. All right. So we said discover how I make X amount of money per day. And remember, it's going to a breach page, and the breach page is showing you the review of the specific product. Now, all you can do is you can say publish. And don't forget what your, okay, you don't have to remember that for now. Just go publish. Failed to save the settings. Why? Okay, it looks like, okay, this soft domain's already been taken. So all I want you to do is just add, I don't know, a 1 or 2 or whatever. Let's just make this 2021. Guys, you can call it anything. Put it 1937, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. So that's your soft domain. Now let's see if that works. Publish. Failed to save. It's also taken. So I'm just going to change it to something 1975. All right. Publish. It's now been published. And this URL, well done. You can see your landing page at this URL. The first thing I want you to do is right click on that and press copy link address. Go to Notepad and go and paste this here. But what you're going to call this is you're going to call this your opt-in page URL. Okay. And press paste. You've already pasted that there, so you can copy it, but I want you to go open a new tab in Chrome, press V, Control V, paste it, and press enter, and I'll show you what your opt-in page looks like. So this is what your opt-in page is going to look like, and you can see that this didn't actually come out that nicely, so we just have to move this in position. But you can see that you have discover how our bank $100 a day starting from zero without any tech skills. You've got a countdown timer. So here you're fixing the problem. Here you're creating a sense of urgency. And here you're asking them to submit their name and email. And here you've got the truth that gurus don't want you to know about. All right. So I'm just going to go back to go and fix this because you need to obviously, and you've got a disclaimer here as well. All right. I want us to just fix this opt-in box that we've filled in here. It looks like the alignment is out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to get response. Once you're in get response, click on these 9 little dots again, which is the menu. I want you to go back to forms and surveys. Go and open this specific opt-in form we've created. We're just going to modify it slightly so that it blends in with the page that we've just built. All right, I'm going to change the background. Want to edit the form, say unlock. All right, just go to layout. Click on it. So this here, I don't like the text. I'm just going to change the text slightly. Style. I'm just going to change the size. This here's the font, eh? So we're changing the font. We're going to open up this. Oh, shibbit. What did I just do now? Press undo. Okay, I just want to double click this. Give it one click, open it up a bit. We're going to align it to this here. Just open the top up a bit. Drag it down again. Okay, that looks a lot better. Let's just go back to the style. That's the font, the size, the text shadow. We don't want to change the shadow on the text. The alignment is center, so that's perfect. The color's perfect. The line height's perfect. This is text shadow. Okay, the box itself, I just want to make it a bit smaller. Okay, that looks a bit better. This button, we know we're using red, so I'm going to, on our opt-in page, I just want to change that to red so that everything blends in a bit better. The box itself, form width, style. Okay, now we're looking at the background to this block. I'm going to make it a light gray as well. And I'm just going to change the opacity on it. Okay, just take it down slightly so that you can still see the image on the opt-in page. And I'm going to say OK. Okay, so that we're going to be pasting onto this opt-in page of ours now. Let's just say save. And what I'd like us to do is to just say publish. And this code shouldn't have changed, but let's just copy that. For safety's sake, go back to, I'm going to change the code now. Control V. All right. And this should not have also changed, but let's just update it for safety's sake. Where is it now? There's the URL. That's the form, not the page. So we go Control V. All right, so let's just go back to our landing pages now. We want to open our landing page form. or our landing page, because we want to edit that. I'm just going to delete this for now because we know that we had some alignment issues. Insert the custom code. Sorry, let's just drag it onto there. Let me just close this here. All right, go fetch the code that we've pasted. Alt tab, paste it in there. You can actually backspace and then just say save. All right, I'm going to open this up a bit. And then I see it's messed about a bit on the let's just see. Oh, I'm just going to save it now. I want to go to the next step. This black as well, I don't like it. I think I'm just going to change the background here to this black. And let's just leave it white. Okay. Say okay. And then let's go and say save. Let's go to the next step. All right. We've already assigned our domain and everything, and just hit publish again. And now you can go and view what your landing page looks like. Ah, there we go. Now that looks a whole lot better. Just this button, I should have probably moved it up slightly. But I mean, that's easy for us to do. Actually, let me do it for you quickly while we're here. We're just going to go back here to forms. Edit the form slightly again. So it's a bit low down. I'm just going to click unlock. I'm just going to click on this, drag it up. While we're on the button, you saw that it goes from red to green as you hover over it. And that's good. And the way you can actually do that is you can say this is the hover color. You can even change the hover color to yellow, since we're using the red and yellow theme there. So let's just select a yellowish color. And we'll say okay. And let's say publish. All right, so there we've just completed our opt-in page. I'm just going to publish this. I want to get out of here. I'm going to go back to forms and surveys. I'm going to go to my landing pages. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to copy my landing page URL here. I want to go back and open a window in GetResponse. I want to paste that URL. Then I want to have a look at what my opt-in page looks like. And there we've just built a very professional looking opt-in page where we're making a statement that we will solve the problem. We're delivering on our promise because we're going to be sending traffic that comes to this page. Once they give us their name and email and they want to discover the hack now, they'll be sent to the breach page. So what I want to show you now is that we've created a list. Let's just go back into GetResponse. If we go to our lists, you will see that our lists, free value add solutions, has got 0 contacts in there. I'm just going to put one of these aliases in here. I'm going to select an email and I'm going to say discover hack now. I'm going to use Patrick again. And we get sent to the breach page automatically, which means the traffic is now going to get a review, which is our promise that will show them how to create $100 a day without any experience. And it's the truth that gurus don't know about. And we've got an expert that's going to be taking them through how to do this and what the upsells and downsells are. And this is really how they can make the $100 a day by purchasing traffic Underdog. All right. So I want us to go back to GetResponse, just refresh our lists. And when we refresh our lists now, you should see that free value add solutions. Let me just click it again here. Refresh the page. and you'll see we've now got one contact that has been added. And if we go into the list, you'll see that this Patrick individual with this email, we've now included, and you'll see that the origin is from a form. And that is because we've added the form into our opt-in page. All right. And what I want to show you now again is that if we go out of here, even if Patrick has to come back to this page at another point, and we put Patrick, and we add this in here, and we go discover the hack now, he's not going to be rejected. He'll actually go back to the web page again. All right. So there I've just shown you how to build an opt-in page within GetResponse, and not only an opt-in page, but a very professional opt-in page that converts because it doesn't have a lot of clutter on it. It's just presenting a solution to a problem. It has scarcity in it, and it's telling you that, or it's creating scarcity and urgency by telling you that there's only a limited time to basically experience or get to know more about this method or hack. And it's asking you to submit your details, and you've got a disclaimer. So you basically covered quite nicely with this opt-in page, and it's not a cheesy opt-in page with Lamborghinis and all sorts of other crap in that's a load of nonsense. $100 a day can afford you a nice sunset and a nice holiday. So the bottom line is that you are not lying, you've been ethical and you've been truthful, and you're not creating unrealistic expectations by putting crazy, cheesy images into your opt-in page. I find that these opt-in pages really convert well because of this scarcity timer or urgent countdown timer that's in here. The colors red, yellow, and black works for me in terms of an opt-in page. And all I'm doing is I'm sharing what works for me with you. All right. And these type of opt-in pages, you can get anything between, I would say, 50% and more because you're offering people something free. However, you need to understand this is traffic that's coming from your solo ads that's going to be coming here. And at this point, they're not buying anything from you. However, you are diverting them to a page which you now have an expert or guru that's going to take them through to this product. And by the time they click onto the sales page, they're already warmed up to purchase. So this is a really great way of setting up your opt-in page. So now we've completed the opt-in page. We've looked at how to get traffic, and I've shown you how to collect your lists to your email. So from here, I'll see you in the next video. I look forward to taking you through the next module.